But as someone who was in it and obviously like was one of the originators of this sound, do you think that it represented the Plugg, culture and the Plugg sound accurately?
Yeah, how'd they do?
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
Because you saw it. You never watched it?
You didn't watch it?
Butter.
Mexikodro is a legend in the underground scene and a pioneer of the Soundcloud era. But in my opinion, the underground scene has its pros and cons. You stay underground long enough, the mainstream 9 times out of 10 gonna take the sauce. But on the flip side, you gotta deal with other producers that are underground completely stealing your style and efforts to be mainstream themselves. At the time, there were so many Mexikodro type beats, you would hear Plugg on a random rapper song and probably think Dro produced it. None of the rappers who Dro's sound helped propel them on the underground helped him excel in the mainstream. Even SoundCloud made an official playlist titled Plugg and excluded Dro and other producers from the beat Plugg camp. Yeah, his personal life might have gotten in the way, but during that time, people leached off his foundation. When the beats were popping though, rappers got the cosign and did. Mexikodro is a rare case of a creator of a sound who never truly got the credit. And in this video, we gonna talk about it. Let's get it.
Hey, my name is Mexikodro, producer from Florida with love, producer of Broke Boy, producer, gassed up, shouted, Plugg, everything you hear with the Plugg, and me and my plugs, my beat plugs.
Coming from Atlanta, GA, Dro would come up in a producer collective called Beat Plugs, with other notable producers like Stupid Cool, Polo Boy Shawty, and others. Known for their signature tag, Plugg, Dro's sound would stand out soon once he put it out there. People compare his beats to Beethoven, but to me, it's more like Nintendo 64 type melodies mixed with trap. I can sit here and name 90% of the rappers who came up in the SoundCloud era, and they had a beat from Mexikodro. But the artist who was forever attached to Dro from that time period would be Playboy Carti, who was also on the come up at that time, and he and Dro both had an unorthodox style that meshed perfectly. And the two made many songs together, but Broke Boy would probably be the biggest standout in terms of popularity. But if you a real nigga, you know their best song was Chill Freestyle, let's be real.
How do you deal with situations where artists steal your beats or they don't necessarily pay you for beats?
Well, I got a lot of ways of dealing with it, you know what I'm saying?
Money, racks, cash. Everybody wants to get paid for their work, whether it's on a smaller scale or a larger scale. Dro would be on the latter, with his name and buzz being bigger than before. Problem is, he was working with a notorious beat thief, Playboy Carti.
And Mexikodro had like 1 or 2. And that was supposed to be the tape. And then they were like, we're going to send you some paperwork and this and the fourth. We're going to make sure you get paid. But keep sending beats though. And send the track outs and send all. Like they wanted me to send everything for the beats before they sent any paperwork to me.
Their agreement is unknown. Carti could have wanted to pay Dro on the back end, or the music blew up so much the fee got larger. Either way, Dro wasn't properly compensated for his work. Rich the Kid would release a song called Plugg featuring Carti and Kodak Black. The song blew up and at the time would be Dro's biggest song.
Touchdown on a nigga, boy, stack, then I brought it to the plug.
But he wasn't paid for that beat. The beat was stolen and was intended for Debu Kanenza's song Gassed Up, which did really well. But you could see how Rich stealing the beat could have interfered with Dro's business. But his reaction to all this didn't help either. When you talking real street shit in the industry, it could rub people the wrong way.
You can't buy no beats. Everybody know that shit. Zan already know that shit. I'm riding with Zan right now. That ain't buy no beats, nigga. That's our favorite rapper. That's our favorite rapper, bro. That nigga brought out for real. Tell that nigga he don't want no smoke me. He ain't trying to shit. He ain't trying to do shit with me, boy. I swear to God. And Rich Kid. That's why I made that little move out of Atlanta. And Playboy Carti move out of Atlanta now for real.
Carti and Dro would have a fallout due to this, and by the time Carti's first official project, self-titled, was released, Dro would only have 1 placement, with the bulk of the production being given to Pierre Bourne. I mean, to the underground scene, yeah, we were aware of Dro's contribution to Carti's come up, but on a mainstream level, this was Carti's introduction, and Dro only having 1 beat is a missed opportunity to fully capitalize on that moment.
I said, yo, what's up with people telling me about you not paying for beats? Is it true, or are they just trying to get clout? Like, what's going on? Please let me know. This is what he's saying directly. He just responded a second ago, so this is live. He says, they're trying to get clout. I only rap on Pierre beats.
Mexikodro got a song he rapped on called Push Ups. And lyrics from that song summarize that era perfectly. He said, "Turned to an asshole, couple folks did me wrong. Took my songs they got on. Left my ass right at home."
Niggas is soft in the industry. They get their feelings hurt over just little stuff or whatnot. So you might say something thinking it's normal, but niggas might take that to heart and start gossiping behind your back and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And it's a lot of that being going on to you. You think these rappers ain't not telling you, oh, man, I just was at the studio.
Dro, after all this, would still push his sound, releasing more songs produced by himself and rapping. And he would still have notable songs with artists on the come up. For example, Young Band's Different Colors. But a lot of his movement was slowed down by his stint in jail. I'm not going to dive too much into that because I don't believe it affected him in the industry. But those stints took away his chance to grow his career at pivotal times.
I've been through it before, so I'm tired of going through this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? You be tired of going through shit. Like, keep going through shit, and it's just like, God damn, I'm gonna keep going through this dumb ass shit.
Yeah.
I got tired of myself. I was like, nigga, I'm tired. So I had to learn from that, and I had to apply it to my life. I had to stop doing certain shit and certain, you know what I'm saying, being in certain situations and places and stuff like that, man. Just like, instead of being at these different places and all that shit, man, you know, it used to be hard for me to get in the studio. Like, the studio was easy for me to get into, but it was just hard getting me in that motherfucker. Like, I just didn't want to be in those studios.
Not being where he once was, the talent never left. He would get a placement on Drake's Dark Lane demo tape on a song from Florida with Love. Many consider Drake to be a culture vulture, but it's crazy that he was the one to get Dro a huge look at a time where people were doubting him.
So Drake, man, I fuck with Drake, man. I ain't gonna keep see, bro. Like, Drake eat me up before all these niggas did. Like, well, I know these niggas seen. If I know these niggas heard me, be seen before, I don't give a fuck. Drake eat me up. Get what? That's the nigga.
Yeah.
So I know y'all boys looking at me. You know what I'm saying?
Since that time, Dro has been moving more militant and starting to take his business more serious. The wave he created has taken different forms over the years, with Plugg and B being the current sound for underground, which in my opinion is a branch off the Beat Plugg tree. Dro likes the new movement, but let's be real, none of that shit would exist without his contribution. Bro, it's literally called Plugg and B.
Sitting around talking about, oh, I don't fuck with Shawty because you goddamn make the same type of shit that I make and shit like that. This shit lame.
Yeah.
So yeah, I embrace all the up and coming young producers and stuff like that who want to make this sound and want to keep this sound. They keeping the sound going.
Yeah.
This shit ain't gonna go nowhere. I don't know how long. I can't even, man, to be honest with you, man, it's 2023. I put my first music out like in 2014 after I came home.
Even though Dro didn't completely blow up then, unlike rappers, I believe producers have a larger window for success. You can grow tired of an artist, but producers, as long as they evolve and continue to make good beats, their shelf life is way longer. I see recently Dro dropped a tape with Man Savage, an artist from 21 Savage and Young Nudi's camp. So a Mexikodro resurgence is not out of the picture. But still, imagine how different his trajectory would have been if he was the main producer on Self-Titled. And SoundCloud dead ass should have shut down the moment they put up a playlist called Plugg and excluded him from it. That's like me making a Chicago drill playlist and not putting Young Chop because he's not politically correct.
Say I'm a hoe. I'ma let this bitch go.
Anyways, with that being said, if you like this video, I appreciate you for real, gang. And if you hate this video, you hate Mexikodro, you hate me, you hate Plugs, make sure to dislike and subscribe, because we ain't stopping. It's RammButta, and I'm out.
Doing the dash in the trap, pulling up red, walk on my white tee. White tee. Pulling up with that Carti bracelet on me.